What's going on, fellow alchemists? Welcome to Astrology. Today we'll be talking about Theosophy, and in particular how Theosophy, according to the Theosophical school of thought, defined consciousness and our role in the entirety of the universe. So without further ado, let's just get stuck in. Theosophy can be defined as any of a number of philosophies maintaining that a knowledge of God may be achieved through spiritual ecstasy, direct intuition, or special individual relations, especially the movement founded in 1875 as the Theosophical Society by Helena Blavatsky and Henry Steele Olcott. Secondly, I think we need to define who Helena Petrovna Blavatsky was. Helena Petrovna Blavatsky was a Russian oligarch or a former blue blood who had gone through India and acquired through the process of long meditations and mediations with what one would refer to in Theosophy as Mahatmas or gurus, spiritual teachers. She acquired the knowledge and brought that knowledge together to teach the Theosophical school of thought, specifically applying to how and what we are and our position and relation to the great cosmic whole that surrounds and engulfs and is a part of the very nature of what and who we are. So according to Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, the Antaḥkaraṇa, which is a Sanskrit word in which she tried to describe through her Theosophical school of thought the way in which we all fit into the cosmic whole, how we fit into what could possibly be referred to as the vector equilibrium, where all points of matter fit into one specific area, and without that specific area, nothing else would exist. Helena Blavatsky depicted the Antahkarana as such. This is her way of depicting how the consciousness and all of its facets fell into one another, into what one would refer to as the all-consuming, all-permanent whole, the Atman. Inside the Atman is the buddhi. The buddhi refers to the feminine element. This is the thing that makes things possible within the Atman. Without the buddhi, there would not be anything that could be. The buddhi makes all things possible. All things that are and fall within the womb, the feminine nature, the feminine element of the buddhi. Within the Atman and the buddhi are the monarchs. The monarchs are basically the point in which diversity of the energy begins to happen. This is the point in which we have all the objectives, all of the pinpoints and roots of which in the universe everything begins. So the monarchs are basically the start before we break down into our individual consciousness, which is then through the higher self processed and lessened down through a process in which the higher self gives a piece of itself away into our individual consciousness, which founds who we are as individuals. Without the higher self, we would not be, and without the individual self, our personality would not be able to form. This process is basically what Helena decided and used to depict how she understood consciousness through her mediations and consultations with the Mahatmas, her spiritual gurus. The books that she did write on, the Sacred Doctrine and the Isis Unveiled, are books that I suggest anybody who is interested in Theosophy have a look at and read through, because the amount of information in those books cannot be quantified because they are so valuable. So fellow alchemists, that's a very short take on what the Antahkarana basically means and how you can interpret it in Theosophy to get a better understanding of how Theosophy defines our place in the universe. I hope you really enjoyed this very short video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like it, drop a like, and if you have any comments or anything you need to ask me, drop it down in the comment section below. I'll see you next time. Take good care of yourself.